Coach, 492 yards rushing. Again, you have three backs go over 100 yards. What can you say about that? And were you a little surprised that you were able to run the ball so well? I know Louisville's had their struggles, but did you expect them to kind of follow the same game plan that NC State, Florida State did?
You know, we wanted to challenge the offensive line, the tight ends, and the backs coming out the last couple of weeks. Obviously, we had to throw the ball in previous weeks to win the game, but we wanted to try and establish the run. And obviously, when you look at them statistically, obviously they're much better against the pass. And really challenged our guys. You had a great week of preparation. And second play of the game, you know, Travis was able to get loose. And I think that set the tempo for the rest of the game. And then everybody was running with purpose. You saw Taven had a big run. Adam Joyce was running with purpose. You throw Linjay in there. So really, really proud of our offensive line to be able to go out and rush for the numbers that they did, but then also protect the quarterback and have no sacks. That's 2 weeks in a row with no sacks.
You talked about wanting to see Travis be more patient. Did you see that today? What did you think of his performance?
You know, I did. Obviously, the first one was designed for him to try and have some flexibility to get to the outside or bang it inside. But the second run that he scored on the touchdown showed a lot of patience. Obviously, a run scheme where you got to wait on your pullers, you got to wait on it for develop, and then you got to hit it fast. And actually, down that low in the red zone, they're going to have extra hats, so you just got to trust it. And then there was another run when he went off right tackle. I thought he did a really, really good job waiting on his blockers. And you know, that was what we challenged him coming out of last week. You know, there were some well-blocked plays last week down in Tallahassee that he outran, and so you saw him mature a little bit today.
I'd like to call plays for so many different guys. I mean, Mitch Hyatt catches the ball, Dexter Lawrence scores. I mean, just making sure everybody's involved.
You know, first of all, the guys got to take care of business and put yourself in a position to where you can call those plays. Obviously, coming out right out the gate, 5 plays, 14 points. Really challenged our guys to, hey, let's let that become a part of our identity, not wait until the third drive. So they took care of business, and then when you have opportunities to reward, you know, Dexter's in there. Everybody talks about Christian, but he's lead blocking. So every time Christian is touching the ball, you know, Dexter is lead blocking. So I wanted to reward him as well. And then Mitch, I mean, you know, a lot of people get a lot of credit, but Mitch has been our left tackle for 4 years and played just about every snap, and has been reliable. You never had to worry about the left side of or the back side of the quarterback. So to have an opportunity there, and it didn't go as we planned. Obviously, we were hoping that they were going to pursue a little bit harder, but hey, he got a catch. You can say that he got his play count. He's got his career starts, and he did get a catch in his career.
How fun is this for you as a play caller to just be calling, you know, to call games like this where you guys can score like you're scoring?
You know, I wouldn't say it's fun because it's still stressful because obviously you're always sitting up there wondering, okay, what's his adjustment going to be? What's he going to do different? So you always got to stay on your P's and Q's. But the biggest joy is when you walk in the locker room, you know, and you hear those guys' name called afterward when coach calls out the superlatives, and you hear him chant for Big Dexter for getting a touchdown, and you know that's what's really cool. But during the game, man, you're focused on the next play and just not taking your foot off the gas because you know, you talk about Coach Petrino and what they do on offense. You know he can score points, and at any moment you could have been in a football game.
What has Mitch meant to this offense?
You know, Mitch, you know, I was fortunate enough to recruit Mitch, and probably the easiest 5-star guy you're ever going to recruit in the recruiting process. You didn't have to call him, you didn't have to check on him. You said, Coach, I'm coming, and that's it. So that was a breath of fresh air, but just been consistent. I mean, he's the model of consistency, the way that he comes to practice every single day, and he lets his play speak louder than his words. And, you know, Coach gave him an opportunity to give a speech, and all he said was thank you. You know, that's typical Mitch Hyatt, but he's just been a model of consistency, a model of performance, and he's a great role model for those young offensive linemen to see, you know, what the standard is.
What does it say about this offense when you can throw for 400 yards when you want to and you could run for 400 yards when you want to?
Just how balanced we can be, and really it's kind of been lopsided, you know, at times where sometimes, like last week, we threw it. We did go over 100 yards rushing, but we had to throw it for 400, and obviously today, the running game, we didn't have to throw it quite as much, and you know, so that gives you some confidence going into games where you're going to have to do both, so you're going to have to stay balanced, but also I think it puts a little bit of pressure on defensive coordinators, and okay, what are we going to try and take away? Because if we take this away, then we know that they're good at this as well. So it just gives us an opportunity to stay balanced, get a lot of guys involved, and be aggressive and be attacking on offense.
With our young guys on offense, he's our quarterback. You have to guard it all against. It's not going to be this easy every week. And I guess going into Boston College, that kind of stuff, when you guys been rolling the way you have been?
You know, I think that the young guys don't know any better. You know, all they know is the standard of performance, and obviously they know the success on the scoreboard. But what I told them in the locker room afterward is, you know, you got to stay humble. You got to stay humble, and our confidence cannot be in the stats and what was on the scoreboard, but our confidence comes in how we prepare on Monday. We had a great Tuesday, Wednesday practice, and that was the difference, you know, in the ball game. So really just challenging those guys, and I think it also keeps those young guys hungry because they know that, you know, if they practice well and the guys practice well and we perform well, they're going to get an opportunity to play.
Coach, I think